here. And Millersburg went up. Psyclone Miss is in line. Now about to go in is Tara Brave. It went up to its position. King Ludwig is about to go forward. Chastelane away. Tax Evader away. Might be an adjustment just to be made to Tax Evader's gear by the look of it. Now Mako Shark is coming forward. Chastelane still away. Stigori's away. And they just might be adjusting the tongue tie on Tax Evader. Seems to be a bit of a problem with the gear, but that looks to have been rectified now. So Psyclone Miss still at the 360. You're still getting 640 about Stigori. Psyclone Miss on the tote at the $3.60. So Tax Evader looks like being the last to go forward. Tax Evader about to go into line. It moved up. One more to go, and that's Stigori. Stigori about to go in. Stigori went into its spot. The starter is getting ready for them. Tax Evader is a bit on the move in the boxes. Tax Evader. That's with a cluster of attendants around it. Jockey just out of the saddle. And is attempting to go back into the saddle now. So Tax Evader's rider's back on board. And the red light comes on, stand by. They're offhand racing this time. And a pretty good start. In fact, they've jumped away in a pretty good line as they come down the side. And going through Millersburg is going to take the lead. Going up into second spot, King Ludwig, and Tax Evader's there 3 deep. And around them goes Stigori. So it's going for speed tonight. And Stigori went right around the outside and took the lead. Tax Evader circled around and went to second. And King Ludwig was sitting third. Then Millersburg fourth on the rail. And they're running along here. Mako Shark's back behind it. Then 2 or 3 lengths to Psyclone Miss. Tara Brave went to next to last, and Chastelane's at the rear. But Stigori opened them up as they ran down past the 1,000 and ran away to lead by 3 or 4 to Tax Evader. Then a couple of lengths further astern to Mako Shark, who's around King Ludwig. Then 2.5 or a bit more to Millersburg behind those. A couple to Psyclone Miss. She's starting to dig at it. She wants it to go forward. They're followed further back by Tara Brave and Chastelane. They run to the 700 metre mark, and Tax Evader moved up to Stigori very quickly at that point. And at that point, Tax Evader shot to the front, got away from Stigori. Mako Shark got the third. Here's Psyclone Miss, has been under pressure but's continuing to come forward. Further back in the field was Millersburg, and King Ludwig dropped out of it. Tax Evader in front, but is under plenty of pressure on the turn with about 400 to go. It led the way from in second. Mako Shark's coming out after it. Then Psyclone Miss, and Tara Brave's going to come right down the outside. Tax Evader in front. Mako Shark moved up to it though on the outside. Mako Shark hit the front. Psyclone Miss is coming out after Mako Shark. Mako Shark in front. Psyclone Miss is finishing better. She's lifting it. Bogan Hooper, and it gets up. Psyclone Miss beat Mako Shark. Chastelane. They're followed by Tara Brave, King Ludwig. Tax Evader hit the front a long way out and weakened out of it. Then Millersburg, and Stigori, who went very, very quickly, has buckled and finished last. Well, Psyclone Miss got a similar race to what it got here the other evening. They really went hard up front, and just when Stigori started to feel the pinch a bit, Tax Evader shot around it and went to the front and kept that pressure right on. And Psyclone Miss, Bogenhuber was at it as far as 800 from home. She was starting to ride it along, trying to get it to grab the bit and go forward. Wasn't going anywhere for a good while, but with that strength we've seen for her, which has become so characteristic of her riding, she just kept riding it hard, and Psyclone Miss kept responding. You can see on the turn, Tax Evader was under plenty of pressure, was grabbed by Mako Shark, but then Psyclone Miss has just finished by far the better to get up and win in a time of 1:39 and 96 is the time. 1:39.96 they have recorded for the 1,625 metre journey. And the class record not far It's not far outside, 1:39.22. So you can see there was plenty of genuine speed on there. The class record's 1:39.22, and they've gone 1:39.96. 3/4 by 1 1/4 are your margins. The winner scored by 3/4 with 1 1/4 second and third. 3/4, 1 1/4, 1:39.96. And the winner of the race, number 6, officially Psyclone Miss, Sky Bogan Hoover. That's a winning double to Sky in the first 2. Second went to number 7, Mako Shark, Nozi Tomazawa, and third went to number 1, another good honest run from Chastelane, has run home to finish third. The official 4th in the race went to number 8. It made up good ground, Tara Brave, and officially 5th was number 2, and that was King Ludwig. It ended up back in 5th spot. 6, 7, 1, 8 and 2 are the placings. 3/4 by 1 1/4. 3/4 by 1 1/4, 1:39.96 was the time recorded. So Psyclone Miss makes it 2 in a row on the track after its win here. In a Class 1, it's gone to the Class 2, and it's just finished too powerfully to get the thick end of the prize. Number 6, Psyclone Miss, the winner, a bay mare, a 5-year-old by Lonro out of Psyched. It's trained by Lindsay Goff at Eagle Farm, is raced by the Psyclone Miss Syndicate, managed by MJ Gray, and was ridden by Sky Bogan Herbar, a early winning double to Sky. 7, Mako Shark, good game run by Stromberg Carlson out of Stylish Duchess, trained by Paul Butterworth at Eagle Farm, Nozi Tomazawa, the rider. And number 1, Chastelane by Red Ransom out of Donna Natalia, is trained by Mark Webb in Toowoomba and was ridden by Jeffrey Gould. The 4th one home was number 8, and that was Tara Brave, ridden by Andrew Spinks. 5th in, number 2, King Ludwig. So they're the details after the running of the second event, the first leg of the extra. And we've got the interim dividends coming up. Psyclone Miss pays $4.80 for the win, so it got out late, $1.70 the place. 7, Mako Shark paid $4.40, and 1, Chastelane paid $1.60. The Quinella paid $48.60, $48.60 for the Quinella, and the Trifecta $449.40, $449.40 for the Trifecta. Now the exacta dividend is $77.20, the exacta $77.20, and the first 4 on the race for 6, 7, 1 and 8, $3,603.60. That's $3,603.60 for the first 4. So that's the detail on the second event. We'll stand by now for the scales report to come through. Let's have a look at race number 3. And ladies and gentlemen, this is the feature event of the evening. It's the Brisbane Bloodstock Hopeful Plate. First appearance of the babies.